you see me keep looking over my shoulder. I gotta watch my back. Oh, she egged me. Oh, shit all over my rip with the jersey. Go get me a towel. Y'all didn't know. Y'all.
You fucking owners have handled Judge, gentlemen, retired? Come on! He should have been fired before the fucking season! Joe Judge, quarterback sneak on not one, but 2 times from the fucking 5-yard line!
And we're talking echelon, it's going to be Yankees first, Giants second, Jets third, Mets last.
No!
Wait a minute. It's Yankees first. It's Yankees first.
Okay.
Giants second.
Okay.
Knicks third.
No!
Jets fourth. Mets fifth. Wait a minute. The Nets bit their mouth when they found out he was leaving. Maybe it was girl number 25 that didn't mind doing it.
I'll just put it this way. It's way bigger than Nino Brown, a.k.a. Deshaun Watson. This is way bigger than him.
Yeah, that's exactly what this is.
That's why he got off, because it's bigger than him and there's bigger people implicated in this.
I think it's going to come to maybe 5 years down the line, and then Cleveland going to crumble.
Hey, welcome to the Venom and Smoke Show. This is your host, Mo Young, kicking it to you live on this Friday. Let's bring in the hater. He's the only one showing up today because Eric has put in his PTO. So there's the hater.
At least once a month.
Man, Eric is late every day, every show, and then he puts his PTO in once a month. He must have unlimited PTO plan. So
I'm gonna have to start using my PTO time. Shit.
Hey, I might have to too, but then the show won't run. Oh man, I'm gonna have to figure it out. I'm gonna have to do it from a remote location and just put y'all on. But Eric has a premium PTO package.
I'm telling you, I want his contract.
Oh yeah, we always stream on Facebook, but to be safe, I tell people go on YouTube because Facebook, they always want to block you for any little thing. So if you think you might cuss, you might say something off the wall. Go to YouTube. Definitely. Shout out to my brother Eric Neville Sr. using his unlimited PTO. Yeah. I have to shout out to Dominic Hollywood Nick with the TMI podcast toxic I mean say it right. Toxic Masculinity Issues podcast.
Right.
As I know it's a mouthful. But TMI podcast on every premium and every streaming platform there is. It's a very funny podcast, man. They talk about some stuff on there, man. So, man, if you when you finish watching this, because we need you to watch us too. When you finish watching this, go on to any other platform to watch them. Hey, I like to plug people who plug us, and Nick always, he always shouting us out and always liking our shit, man. Him and Mike, man. So. Man, I see y'all. And they on cloud 9 because the Lakers about to win the in-season tournament. We know who the in-season tournament was for, man. We knew the Lakers was going to be in the finals. But we can talk about that since Nick. Thank you, Nick, for being on here. So, man, you seen that ass whooping that happened to the Pelicans?
Yeah, They made the Pelicans look like JV.
Shit. Yeah, I thought it was gonna be a competitive game. But Zion Williamson, 2 rebounds, bro. You
He
that
on-
big.
he
You're
only
that strong.
he only shot the ball like 4 or 5 times.
You could be the best player in the league. Because nobody that physical.
No.
Maybe Draymond. Draymond is the only one close to his physicality. And I mean, dude, that was your game. That was supposed to be your coming out party. You were supposed to put 40 on the king head.
I have to agree with that. I thought that if any game with what was going on with him for the last couple of years, if this was the game for him to show that he's legitimate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But to me, he really shit the bed on that one.
Look, he coming to camp looking like a Greek god. And now he's back to being pudgy. I don't know how his body changed. Somebody playing with the Photoshop. This is what this let me know. Because ain't no way your body changed that quickly.
The
Like, you go from
Photoshop
looking
or the
jacked.
beignets.
Man, look, you can't go from being jacked to being pudgy in like a month and a half, bro. So
I
somebody
mean,
lying.
if you
Somebody
fall
lying.
off of your workout, it can happen.
Look, I get it, but it take a gradual time for you to lose that muscle mass. I looked at Zion, he looked fat and slow yesterday. He doesn't run the floor hard. Shaq said this too. He doesn't run the floor hard. He doesn't rebound. A person with his skill should be having at least 12 or 13 rebounds a game.
He should have. There's not a lot of people that could guard him.
He's a walking double-double. But I'm running out of excuses for Zion, man. It's like you supposed to be the face. LeBron was supposed to pass the league off to you. Remember, everybody was saying the most can't miss prospect before Wembley came out. The most can't miss prospect. The Knicks fans were crying. You was in it when the Pelicans got him. The Knicks fans were like, "Oh, this is some bullshit." He ain't doing shit, and then he ain't do shit for like 3 years, and still got an extension on his rookie contract. Still making almost $200 million a year. Ain't do shit. When can we say, you know what? Zion, prove it or lose it? Like
That has to be said by you guys in New Orleans.
It's like everybody keep telling me Zion is this, Zion is that. But I'm like, Zion is still in Zion's head.
He's definitely not consistent.
No.
Which hurts
No
your
way.
team.
I say, no way he should not be the best player on the team. The best player on the team is Brandon Ingram.
Yes.
But he's like the 3rd best player on the team. Maybe 4th behind Herb Jones. This should not happen. Zion Williamson should be demanding the ball. Give me the ball. This boy is too small.
There's not a lot of guys in the league that can guard him with his body size, the fact that he's quick for his size.
Explosive.
I just don't. I didn't. When I turned that game on last night, and I'm watching it, and I'm watching, his team playing their hearts out, and it just doesn't. I don't know. Like you said, I think he's still in his head, or he still believes that he's that hype. I don't see how they got beat so bad last night.
133-89 from the Lakers. Even Lakers fans know the Lakers aren't the Lakers. The Lakers shouldn't be beating you 133 to 89.
Nah.
Not with that team the Pelicans have. I see if they beat my Pistons 133 to 89, that's more believable. But to beat the Pelicans, who have players, dude. Like they have. Let's go to the stats, bro. Zion Wilson played 26 minutes, had 3 assists, 2 rebounds, and 13 points.
Yeah, those are his
How
6
you have
shots.
more assists and rebounds?
Because you think a lot of those players, they camped out by the 3-point line or to take a jump shot. I don't think he goes in the box.
He needs to be like Shaq. I didn't say he was gonna be like LeBron or nothing like. He needs to study Shaq's film. Shaq was a bull in the China shop. I'm taking you with me. And that's what I thought I saw his first year in the summer league. Like, I'm going to be Shaq. And he's Shaq, like, the Pelicans would be unstoppable because they would have to double and triple Zion.
He needs to work on his mid-range.
He needs to work on his footwork.
And you would think they touted him coming out of college to be so great. And what has he really done in the NBA besides get into controversy?
I don't really get the tournament scoring, but we're down to the Final Four now, so
No, you're down to the Final Two.
I'm sorry, the Final Two now. I want to say we had the Final Four yesterday. The Final Two. And I hope the Pacers win that shit. They need it the most.
I'll tell you right now, the way Halliburton's playing, I can see them beating the Lakers.
But I told the Pistons fans back when Halliburton was out to get Halliburton instead of fucking Killian Hayes. We get Killian Hayes, and look what Halliburton is doing.
Yep.
Halliburton is a beast. I say the Kings should have never traded Halliburton. Halliburton was a beast for them, but it was a good trade because they got Dante Sabonis. But Halliburton is a bona fide star.
Yeah.
Can Indianapolis keep him in Indy? After, you know what it is. Indy is a small market, but Halliburton is a beast.
For him to stay there, they're going to have to open the wallet.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to have to offer him a major contract. You know what I'm saying? But who knows? They starting to play better and better, Indiana. They might make some noise towards playoff time. Because, look, did anybody think the Pacers were going to take out the Celtics? No.
Oh,
then they went and took out Milwaukee.
Yeah. The Pacers got a squad, but they don't play defense.
If you think about it, they beat the number 1 and the number 2 seed in the East.
The only thing I don't like, they don't play defense. They can't play defense to say they like. And that's what's scary about them playing the Lakers. Is LeBron and them can play defense better than the Pacers. Anthony Davis, when he feels like it, can play defense.
Yeah, but Anthony Davis is a fall to the ground away from fucking being hurt again.
How they looking like the best point guard in basketball right now. However, he started hot last year and cooled off down. Yes, he did. But it looked like he's a different animal this year than he was last year. And Indianapolis, if they play a little defense, it's going to be a good game because it's going to be a high-scoring game because you have to score over 130 to beat Indianapolis. It'll shoot the ball too well. So,
and we already know that the Lakers could put up 130.
Yeah, we just seen it yesterday. So,
but doesn't mean that It doesn't mean that LeBron's going to come out and drop 40 again, though.
Man, look, they know they giving LeBron the first in-season tournament has to go to LeBron, bro. The Lakers winning that one, I believe. It'll be shocking if Hallie wins, though. If Hallie could win, Halliburton could win. That would be something. Because I think they got like a bunch of two-way players, bunch of G Leaguers on their team. That 500,000 is a lot to them. That's just a drop in the bucket for LeBron and most of the Lakers.
LeBron probably made that already for his contract this year.
Put it away. LeBron made that in one game, man. He probably made that shit in one game.
To me, that 500 grand it should give you so much incentive to play your ass off.
And that's why I don't get why Zion didn't do it. 13-2. I mean, if any game you want to go around and say, I have arrived, right? Knock off the king. You knock off the king, you the new king.
Knock off the king, bump them out of the tournament, and let's say go all the way and win the money.
Yeah. Then people are going to be talking about Zion as, oh, yes, and that's what we're talking about. That's the next coming. The thing about that draft class, they got the ability, the number 1 and 2, Ja and Zion have the ability to be the face of the league, but they do stupid bonehead shit that stops them from reaching their potential. Ja Morant is unstoppable. Zion Wilson is unstoppable, but they do bonehead things that makes you say, I don't know.
I would think about it twice when it came to having them even on my team.
I will take Ja over Zion. Hey, let's take the guns away from Ja, and we good. Let's take the guns away from him, and we okay. I know Ja comes on the court. Ja is going to do what Ja does. Going to give me effort.
Yes.
He's not going to give me 13-2.
Not when you're tatted to be the, like you said, the next coming. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you're next.
Apparently he's not.
Apparently he peaked in college. I think that's what it is. And people want Duke Zion back. But that ain't happening. I don't think he got it in him no more. I think he didn't got his money. He content. Not everybody got that killer instinct. And that's no fault against him. He doesn't have that look of a killer.
No, he looks like he could be a killer. No, he doesn't have it in his eyes.
I'm talking about look in the eyes. When I say the look of the killer, don't mean his stature. Look in his eyes. He doesn't look like he's a killer. He's like he's a big old, I'm just happy to be here ass fellas. He ain't no, I'm ready to cut your throat off. It's none of that. It's none of that. You don't see none of that killer instinct. You don't see him get too fired up too much unless they front run. Like when they front run, like he did against the Suns last year, when he did that dunk, they were front running. There was front running, and that's what happened. He he did his little flashy dunk, but when things are hard, when times are hard, and all that stuff, he doesn't perform. Just either he's hurt, or you have one of these games like why? Why?
I don't think hurt. I don't think hurt. I think, like you said, he just doesn't have that fire.
No, I'm just saying throughout his history, he's either not there or he have a game like this and you be like, what the and then the next game he's gonna go for 30. It's crazy.
I'd be mad if I was his teammate. If the next game they played, he dropped 30, I'd be like, yo, why couldn't you do that for the 500 grand?
I think he can't handle it. He can't handle the spotlight. Not everybody can handle the spotlight. That spotlight is big. You playing LeBron James in the first ever in-season tournament semifinal. You know what? If that was me, and that was the size of Zion, look, give me the ball every rep. Y'all open, I'll give it to you. But give me the ball. I want the ball. I'm going for 50 tonight. That's all I told him. I'm going for 50. If I'm Zion Williamson, I'm going for 50. If you miss it, I'm getting every rebound. I'm going for 50. I'm going to have 50 and 20. I want the world to know, yo, Zion has arrived. But not everybody got that dog in them. My dad used to send me that shit all the time, man. Like either you born with that dog in you or you're not. You can look like you got that dog in you, but you don't have that dog in you, it won't matter. You can't make a pussy a dog.
Did he leave that dog that dog on the floor at Duke? Because when he was with Duke, he was a beast.
Because he was a man among boys. Now you playing with men. See, a lot of them didn't reach their grown man strength in college. You get your grown man strength when you get in the NBA.
You're right.
So it's like you play more games in the NBA. You know, you got more coverage, more everything, more scouting. You know, they know what you want, and they just don't have that dog. Maybe that dog got beaten out of him. I have no idea. But he doesn't look like he has that dog. And if you keep playing like that, he's going to be a bust.
He left that dog in Pornhub.
Left it with Mariah Mills, huh?
She's taking care of the dog right now.
He done sucked the dog right out of him. Like real talk. He has no dog. And I'm like, he's too big to be playing like a poodle. He look like a pit bull with a poodle heart. Like, come on, man. No, man. 13 and 2. There's no way someone as big as Zion, someone as explosive as Zion getting 2 rebounds again. Getting 2 rebounds, bro. But I told Eric here on the show, I said he don't rebound enough for me. I don't like that he getting like single-digit rebounds. Rebounding in defense wins you games.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And I kind of feel bad for Doc because he supports that team so much. He supports Zion so much, and Zion just keeps letting him down. To the point they should have never re-signed his ass.
I'd have traded his ass.
Me too.
The Knicks want him. Or the Knicks want me. I'll trade his ass to the Knicks. Quick.
All right. I'll take Zion. I'll send you Julius Randle, though.
You had that experiment and Julius Randle worked better than Zion.
Well, I'll send his ass back. Because he ain't doing shit. He ain't doing shit for us.
I'm gonna put it this way. I told people when the draft was up, I said, take Ja Morant. We got Lonzo Ball. I don't care, trade Lonzo, take Ja Morant, keep Julius Randle, and have Brandon Ingram. Y'all will be straight.
Yeah, that would have been definitely, they would have beat the Lakers.
No. We getting Zion. He's the next Jordan. He's the next LeBron. I heard he was a mixture of LeBron, Jordan, all kind of shit. What did Zion do, bro? Zion came here and let him down.
Still.
Like I said, I tell people I root for the Pelicans, bro. I'm going to a Pelicans game in February. I root for them. This is not when they play the Pistons. You know, I want the home team to be great. So I'm telling them, I say, y'all got enough talent to be dog walking people in the West.
Yes.
I mean,
I have to agree with you on that. They have the talent on that team to be a contender in the West.
Yes. Oh, what up, Chris? Man, how you doing, bro? I'm just saying, dog walking people, and they don't do it. It's always something with the Pelicans, bro.
Yeah, but the something has been Zion. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
he
That
don't need to
it's
be the
been
leader then.
3 years in a row that he's just not playing to his capabilities. So when do you say enough is enough? You know what I'm
He's
saying?
stuck with it.
We talk about another team on this show that has the same situation.
In the same city, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, in the same city.
With the same general manager, huh? Yeah. I know. Oh, I know. We gonna get on that. Don't worry about that. Because I'm hearing he about to play. The player you're talking about.
Oh hell no! That
But
I gotta
I
change
gotta
my
change
pick.
my fucking pick. I gotta make sure.
I might have to change my fucking pick.
But I'm not sure yet. But I'm gonna get into that later. But Zion Williamson need to look at the man in the mirror. Either I want to do this or I don't. Let the Pelicans know if you don't want to do this so they can get rid of you. You think about it. You were supposed to replace Anthony Davis. All you did was follow in his footsteps. Get hurt. Stop. You are a dog. You are like 6'7", like 300 pounds. That motherfucker about 300 pounds.
He up there.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, like I told you
He's
last
6'6",
season.
300 something pounds.
Listen, like I told you last season, they got to get rid of him. They need to go send him somewhere, pick up a couple of players.
Stop. No, he don't need to play point forward, but still play through Zion to put his ass in the post.
Yes.
Let his big ass destroy people in the paint. Let him slash. He doesn't need to be bringing the ball up the court.
No, he should, like you said, they should be playing through him. He should be playing in the post. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not too sure if he shoots a lot of threes or whatever, but that's not your spot. That's not your spot on the floor. You got to play in the box. At least that's the way I see it. But in my opinion, like I said last year, I think it's time for them to chalk it up as the experiment didn't work. Let me see what I can get for him.
Yeah. The game has changed. People with his size are better skilled. Maybe in the early 2000s. Yes. No. There's nobody as skilled as Zion and that big in the league. Name them. Name them who can run that fast, jump that high, that size. I don't think there's a center his size. He's at least 300. I don't give a fuck what they say. He about 300. He like 300.
See, but that's the whole
pushing.
thing with him. If he's 300, he can't be 300. His body's not going to be able to take it.
Yeah. That boy, he's short. He's 6'6". About I give him 275, 280. I'll give him 280. He ain't 275. So he's like me, that's 3 inches taller. So, bruh, I'm big as shit. I would destroy motherfuckers who were smaller than me. I don't give a fuck. If I'm 6'6", I'm dunking on the motherfucker that's small on me. If they like the ass, hit them with a spin move. They're gonna feel his body. You feel me? You're gonna feel it. You're not about to just sit there and I'll shoot threes. Or I shoot. No, I'm going running it through a motherfucker face like Shaq.
Yeah.
like he's big. People don't realize that dude is a tank.
You run over somebody enough times, their defense is going to become very lax when it comes to you.
Man, come on.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't.
In the league. Come on. Big
I
men
just
are not
feel
skilled.
bad because they re-signed his ass. They gave him some type of extension, and he's still not producing for what they thought he was going to produce.
I'll trade him for Wesley Pipes. What? Man. I don't think they work on a basketball court. Not Jason. Lala hates me. She said Eric makes me angry.
Okay.
I'll shoot all threes all day. I'm 6'4". You're 6'4", but you're not 300 pounds. Shit. There's a difference. He's 6'6", so he's 2 inches taller than you, and he's about 300 pounds. I don't need him shooting threes.
No.
Go to the hole.
If you're gonna, if you can start out at the 3 line, but drive.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Run people over.
Come on, this ain't the 80s. This ain't the 2000s, the early 2000s or the 90s. Nobody taking the charge from Zion 20 times.
Oh, hell no.
They go old lady ass out the way. But you know what Zion do? He try to do that little shot so he can get blocked instead of just dunking on the motherfucker. Put a motherfucker through the rim. We seen it. Ja Morant, Andy Edwards. They use their explosiveness and they dunk on motherfuckers. Whether it's an offensive foul or not. It's a statement. You make a fucking statement. You are big. You supposed to play like a big. You don't supposed to play like a forward. Like a point forward, like Scottie Pippen. They're trying to make him Scottie Pippen. Nah, you need to look at Shaq tape. Put 3 motherfuckers on your back and dunk on them.
If you trying to play point forward, then you need to work on your mid range because your mid range is garbage.
Oh yeah, the mid range need to work. Stop. Muggsy Bull would dunk on Shaq. Man, hell nah. He'll bounce off Shaq.
Shaq will catch him and put him in his pocket.
Yeah, probably could fit in Shaq pocket. The game has changed. It's more perimeter. I know it's perimeter oriented. That's why, you know why the Nuggets won last year? Jokic was killing them on the inside the mid-range, and then he can go outside and hit a couple threes. People can't stop unathletic Jokic. Jokic is the most unathletic basketball player I've ever seen in my life. And they can't stop him because he got a mid-range and he's big. They can't stop it. Think about it. Look at Jokic. He's slow. He has an awkward release. He's not flashy. That's old school basketball. Jokic is killing. It's killing the league. Oh, how about this? Luka Doncic. He's slow.
Yeah, he's
can't
slow.
play defense. Can't play defense, but they can't stop him from scoring. Man, he is too big to not to take advantage of that weight. Like that fact. Yeah, he need to take advantage. He has a weight advantage. He has a muscle advantage. Well, I guess you call it prison muscle because it ain't cut up. He got a muscle advantage. He should just keep on going in. Keep going in.
And for his size, that when he is playing down in the box, he's quick.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Facts. I don't like that. I don't like my center shooting threes like that. Unless you are like Jokic, who can shoot. I don't need every big shooting.
I mean, the only reason why what's his name shoots from Wembable or whatever his damn name is, he actually has a nice 3-pointer.
You talking about Embiid?
No, what's his name? From Wembley. Wembable or whatever his name is.
Wembliana, yeah.
Wembliana.
He's like 220 though. He's bony. He's not. You know Zion outweigh that boy. So.
Oh yeah.
So Zion, if you put Wembley on Zion, Zion is going to push him to the damn third row. I don't think Zion realizes his own strength. No. And that's the problem. I'm saying you have to teach that though. That needs to be taught. Half court play needs to be taught. That comes with coaching, getting the right plays. Games are won not in full court. It's in the half court that the games are won. When shit slow down, what's the right play? So now I got to blame Willie Green for not drawing up the right plays,
or for being too soft on his players.
He would put him in his pocket like a chicken nugget.
He's saving for later.
Yeah, but I don't get it though, man. Zion should be more than what he is.
They definitely I would say if he played to his capabilities, you know what I'm saying, they could be in the top in the West in the top 5.
All facts. All facts. All facts.
But they'll be in the
You're
top
number
5
one right
now. I bet you if you looked it up, they're in the top 5 now. But is he going to crumble as the season goes along? You know what I'm saying? Is he going to have another one of those, towards his playoff time where he just disappears? And I'm sorry, if he disappears this year, they need to trade his ass.
Shit. But who's going to take that? Well, they might have a sucker in LA might take it. Either the Clippers or the Lakers going to take him. You got.
I don't know. I don't know if they would trade him in the West. I think that they would try to trade him to the East, somewhere in the East. Chicago. Maybe the Knicks is stupid. The Knicks would do, that's Dolan. Dolan sees a guy like Zion and
I would get RJ Barrett. I'll back for RJ Barrett. I know Brunson will be off limits. Give me RJ Barrett. Somebody young. Y'all,
I don't know if RJ Barrett, I mean, they tried to hold on to RJ, so I'm not sure if they would go that route. They probably get some scrub players together and try to throw a package at them.
They ain't gonna go for it. I see the Nets doing it. I see the Nets trying to.
Yeah, but who do the Nets got that
I have no idea.
would benefit the damn Pelicans?
I think the Pelicans stuck with him, man. Zion is stuck there. And people better get used to him now because he's just gonna be there.
Until the contract is up.
Until his body gives way. They're gonna re-sign him. They're gonna be. We can't give up on the Zion experiment because Zion represents the future. Mm-hmm.
He's starting to look like some of these other busts from back in the day.
Nah, he's not. He's still with Dallas.
Nah, I think that he's comfortable in house.
Michael Porter Jr. The Denver Nuggets are not going to trade away Michael Porter Jr. or Zion. Not only Paul J. throw a package at them. I guess that's what you said. Real talk, LeBron James. James make the best shoes for basketball. KD's shoes are slim. LeBron got the whole shoe structure. Right. LeBron shoes are very comfortable to play ball in, though. I give him that. They're much better ball shoes than Jordans. Yeah,
I didn't like the way Jordans felt on my feet.
They are like to go out in. They're not to play ball in. Like I felt like I think I broke my toe almost playing in Jordans, man. I stopped playing them. I had the photo blues, the 10s. No, I had the 9s. Sorry, the 9s. The photo blue 9s. And my feet still recovering from that shit. Them damn shoes, you can't play ball in them damn shoes. Oh, yeah. Boy, I don't shoot no more, man. I shoot. I ain't playing no ball. These knees done. You understand that? I shoot. I ain't up there. I ain't up there playing no ball no more, man. Been like 3-4 years since I played, man.
You trying to say you're too old?
Huh?
You trying to say you're too old to ball?
Boy, that shit hurts. Well, that's when I realized. I said, man, let me put this basketball down, man. I went to we had a league. I mean, like this little league we played in. Man, I played in that league for a little bit. I said, nah, I couldn't wake up I woke up the next morning, couldn't move. I said, nah, it's my time to give up basketball. My body said it's it. That's it.
Mo said I'll stick to PlayStation or Xbox.
Yeah. I'm like, fuck that. Like, look, that arthritis is no joke. Shit. Like, I got the shit in my foot. I got the shit in my back, my elbow. I mean, shit. That's because anybody knew me, I was real reckless when I played, bro. Like, diving in the stands, saving shit, diving on the floor. You know, when I was younger, and much lighter, I used to be a high flyer, flying and crashing into shit. Bruh. that takes a lot out of you. That's why I see them old basketball players, they all beat up and shit. These new young basketball players looking all good. Like, you look at the ones that retired now, they walking, they straight. You look at the other ones, they all beat up. They all beat up. So
they look how I feel.
Yeah. Well, next week that's good, bro. LeBron shoes come. Okay, man. Oh, you talking about that Suns game? Because they did cheat the Suns. Oh yeah, the game at Tulane used to be epic, man. Real epic, man. Tulane.
You played what, like intramurals at Tulane, or?
Yeah, I was about to walk on, yo. Like, the coach came to me and saw me playing, like in the intramural, like real talk. And I said, he asked me, you want to walk on. The next week, I go still off, right? In the intramural game. I told my boy, throw the alley up. Man, I jumped up and caught it. When I came down, my knee popped. Instead of me chilling, I just thought I sprained my knee or whatever. I'm still playing. I'm going to play. I got a steal. Thought I was about to have a Showtime dunk in the middle of me going up the court. My knee popped. Again, pop. And this time I hit the floor. That was it. My knee swole up to the size of a cabbage ball. If you know how the old cabbage balls used to look, my knee was swollen. Torn ACL. They say I shredded it. I shredded my ACL. It was done.
Oh, damn.
They say the first time was the warning. I kind of slightly tore it. The second time, that shit exploded. And that's before all this ACL shit where people was coming back like 6-7 months. It was like a year when I told my shit. So that's where the arthritis come from, bro. Once they cut up on you, it settle in your body. But yeah, yes, those games at Tulane were epic. And I still have people talking about those games and shit. But man, we can go on to football, man. And thanks a lot for your Jets. Let's talk about your Jets first. They're talking about going back to Zach Wilson. I want your thoughts. We all talk about my Saints. I want your thoughts about going back.
Like I've been saying I probably did mention it a couple of times last year. Mm-hmm. If you don't have a strong offensive line, Jesus Christ could be your quarterback, and you're not going to produce. You saw when they brought in that kid Boyle,
Yeah.
that they ended up getting rid of a week later. They bring in Tim Boyle, and he did no better.
No.
Simeon did better than Boyle did, but Simeon reminds me of like a Brett Favre type. He's a gunslinger.
Bro, don't get me started on Simeon. He fucking sucks.
And he did no better than Zach. I mean, I would say the only thing that I can say about Simeon, he actually throws the ball downfield. Now we're gonna go back.
He said J Mo would jump from half court for a floater. Man, I be telling them I used to have bunnies, man. People didn't want to believe me, man. They just see me now being big and like, no way. Man, look, I wasn't always big, man. I was slim. You still talk about game, man. Yeah, man, that was the elementary school Holy Ghost, man. Yeah, we tore it down.
I just, like I said, I don't think it matters. Like at this point, the Aaron Rodgers coming back on Christmas Eve, don't waste your time, because you in this league, you need a strong offensive line. If I had a strong offensive line, then I would say, yeah, come back. But what happens? He comes back. He's not fully healed. I don't care what anybody says. He might be ahead of schedule.
My boy not healed.
But he could take off, let's say, somebody chasing his ass, and the Achilles will pop again. You know what I'm saying? He's not fully healed. He might feel better than he did, let's say, the night it happened, but there's no way that he's ready to put that stress on his body.
No.
You know, and like I said, you can have Jesus Christ quarterbacking for you. But if your offensive line is garbage, it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, you honestly think that anything, you know, like you've seen some of the games. Do you honestly think that bringing him back because he sat a couple of weeks is going to be beneficial for the team?
No. I'm like, sit him down for a whole year, and if you want to come back a year after that, then that'll be fine. Y'all sign him to a 1-year deal. But sit out for the rest of this game, these games, because y'all not going to win the division. That's the only way y'all making the playoffs.
Yeah.
Y'all lost too many games. Y'all not going to the playoffs.
Nope.
And it's like, why come back and risk another injury? Listen, the Jets ones understandable. Aaron Rodgers got hurt in the first quarter of the first game. With
4
Aaron
minutes.
Rodgers, 4 minutes. The Jets will make the playoffs with Aaron Rodgers as the QB.
Honestly, Mo, not with the offensive line that we have.
But
so
Aaron
even let's say he didn't get hurt. I think eventually his body would have started breaking down for all the times he would have gotten hit because that offensive line is garbage. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need to build solid players. You got Becton that can't stay healthy. Something's always tweaking on him. Your offensive line is mismatched. You got guys that you brought in to play guard that were playing tackle. You got guys that were brought in to be centers that are playing guard. You know what I'm saying? Without a good offensive line, even if he didn't get hurt, we wouldn't have made the playoffs. I honestly believe that.
I still think y'all make the playoffs, at least the wild card. I think y'all win some of these games. Like Atlanta game, y'all done won that one. The Jets are making the playoffs in Madden.
Yep.
So they actually made the Super Bowl a couple times when I played them in Madden.
I was going to say, maybe not this year's Madden, maybe last year's Madden.
Yeah, last year's Madden. They made it. because I put Aaron Rodgers on y'all team. I updated the rosters myself, and y'all suckers made it to the Super Bowl. Now Sim did the first year, and y'all lost to Dallas in the Super Bowl. I'm like, wow, y'all lost to Dallas.
Damn.
That's when I knew it was a fucking video game because Dallas won the Super Bowl. And I came back and killed Dallas the next year. But I tell you this, the Jets, they got an outside chance of making the playoffs, but they got to win damn near all their games. And I don't think Aaron Rodgers coming back at 70% going to win them games.
No, not with the. Listen, they might have gotten back most of the players that were playing the offensive line, but it's still not a solid offensive line.
No way, sir.
I listen. I've given up. I've given up on them because I'm gonna watch Sunday's game just to watch Zach Wilson throw the check down all game. Because that's all he does. He has no confidence to go downfield.
You can't go on against that. Y'all, you can't. You can't go on against Houston because Houston scores too much. You check down, it's gonna be a blowout.
And what are they gonna do? Let Zach play the first half, and when he's shitty, bring in Brett Ripken or whatever his name is, who they picked up this week. You know what I'm saying? Like, do we just throw our hands up and say, you know what, fuck it? We'll play the games to play them. We're not gonna go above and beyond. Let's lose this shit so we can get a nice top 5 pick. You know, and this draft is quarterback heavy. Do you go after another quarterback?
I would, because you got maybe 1.5 years left with Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, I would say if he came back, let's say he's healthy next year, and let's say we won the Super Bowl, I would see him coming back for one more year to see if he could do it again. But if we don't make the playoffs next year, he's done. He's done. You think a dude that he invested a lot in my team. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that he's trying to come back early shows that he has a dedication to the Jets. But at what cost?
It's not worth it.
No, it's not. It's not. It could end it. One play could end his career right then and there. Then what do we do?
Rodgers need to retire and do Gillette commercials.
I'm sure he will.
You have to get a QB to be your future. Rodgers leaving next year. Yeah, I believe you go get you a QB. I can wait like Pat Mahomes did. And then once Rodgers is retired, you'll have a quarterback.
With our luck, it'll be the dude Bo Nix.
Bo Nix said he's not coming out.
I would be happy if we fell if what's his name fell to us, but I doubt it. And that would be the dude from USC.
Oh, you talking about Caleb Williams? Nah, he ain't falling.
Caleb Williams should go 1 or 2. Only because, honestly, if they offered Marvin Harrison Jr. $4 million to stay in school.
And if I'm Marvin Harrison, I'm taking it. Because he's not as impressive as I thought. You know, he's not the best receiver right now. Best receiver is neighbors from LSU to me. I'm just saying.
See, I would,
Michael
I would.
Penix.
No, I think I would rather go for Jaden, what's his name from LSU
Jaden
himself.
Daniels. Yeah, Jaden Daniels.
He put up numbers this year.
Ridiculous numbers, man.
I don't think Zach's gonna make a difference this week. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Rodgers coming back early is gonna make a difference. You know what I'm saying? We got that I'm telling you, Namath sold the soul of the Jets to the devil to win the Super Bowl back in the day, because anytime that we come close to the playoffs, something happens or we choke it, and it just doesn't happen. I don't feel confident. Listen, I don't even feel confident them winning this week.
Penix will go 12 or 67 for 330, 4 touchdowns, and 2 picks. But that sucker wins. That sucker wins.
The kid also from Carolina.
Which one?
From North Carolina. The quarterback from North Carolina is not that bad either.
You talking about Drake May?
Yeah, Drake May. But you know, they'll draft somebody stupid.
Jets doing Jet shit, huh? So I'm like this. The Jets should get somebody, one of these QBs. This is the best QB draft they're gonna have for a minute.
Yeah.
If I'm Jets, I'm having somebody waiting in the wings. Somebody has to be waiting in the wings for my boy. For when my boy retires. When he finished, stop smoking that ayahuasca, whatever he's smoking. And I mean, he has to be. I looked at 4 mock drafts. The Jets again. Or tackle. I mean, a tackle would be warranted. As long as it's from Michigan. Y'all need to get some Michigan offensive linemen. Drake May is a system QB. Which quarterback ain't a system quarterback?
True. I mean, yes, would I want them to draft a tackle? Of course, because that offensive line is horrendous. You know what I'm saying? You already invested in Becton, so you keep Becton on the right side. You bring in a solid left tackle, and then through free agency, you're gonna have to shore up the rest of that line. You know what I'm saying? It would have been nice if we could have gotten Jason Kelce when he was a free agent, but he didn't want to leave Philly, and I wouldn't blame him.
I'm not leaving Philly either. Like, why would I leave Philly? Like, you know, it's.
I mean, when you got a quarterback like Jalen Hurts, of course. Why would you leave?
And it's just like Jalen Hurts and Jason Kelce. Jason Kelce is a part of that city. Kelce is a part of that city. He's a part of the identity of that team. He's not going to leave. You know, no matter how much we want him to, you would want him to leave. So
that's what shows loyalty is more important than money.
Yeah, I give that one.
And you know, a lot of people will complain, oh, well, there was free agency. Oh, and there was a trade deadline. Why didn't you trade for somebody? You cannot convince people to come play for the Jets. You know what I'm saying? You could offer them a contract. You could say, hey, we're going to give you whatever millions for the next 2 or 3 years. But when your team is known to be shitty, why if you can go to somewhere else?
Yeah, that's pretty fucking bad.
And not only that, you do all of this trading and you bring in all of these players for Aaron Rodgers. You got Randall Cobb that's hurt, ain't done shit. Alan Lazard, he must eat buttery popcorn before every game because he can't catch a cold.
You see Drake going to New England. They need help.
I don't know. Zappy last night played good.
Yeah, but I would get May over him though. Get Kenny Williams. All you have to do is get him a dog and some Sex in the City reruns on Netflix. Zesty self.
Nah, he wants he wants them not only to give him a contract.
Giant. He don't want to be a Jet. He want to be a Giant, which makes no sense.
Because he thinks that if he goes to the Giants, Saquon will stay. And in my opinion, if they don't franchise Saquon, which they're gonna, Saquon's gone. Yeah, New York's taxes is ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. It's like on par, isn't it on par with California's?
Yeah. I think California might be worst.
Yeah, California is worse. I would not want to live in California for shit.
Somebody was telling me regular unleaded gasoline in California was almost $8 a gallon.
I can believe it. Shit, I went there when I was younger. A fucking Big Mac cost like $10, bro. I was like, what the fuck? Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, Saquon can't. Daquan can't stay healthy at all. Saquon can't stay healthy. You can't stay healthy. And the state tax. I think Caleb Williams want to be a Giant because I guess it's always going to be a Giant town. Isn't the Giants a little bit over the Jets? I see more Giant fans than Jets fans, or maybe split even. I don't know. I'm not from New York.
No, I would say they're because of all the Super Bowls they've won, they do carry more, you know what I'm saying, a little bit more power here in New York.
Yeah,
football wise. But that's only because if Buffalo wouldn't have shit the bed back in the 80s and lost 4 in a row Super Bowls, then I think Buffalo would be the one that people would really be up on. But the Giants won a couple of Super Bowls and they do hold more power.
And if Tom Brady didn't choke, I mean, if Tom Brady do what they was doing all year, we wouldn't have the Dolphins toasting every year. All right, 679. I live on.
Oh, 679. That's still expensive for gas.
Yeah, gas down here is $2.75.
How much is it down there?
$2.75. And if you go to Walmart, it's $2.45.
Yeah, up here the gas right now is I think $3.20 something. But if you go to BJ's and got their little BJ's card, I think it's like $3.12 or something like that.
Shit, call me crazy. If I was the Bears, I would trade that first pick. I would. Because somebody's going to give you a lot more capital. You just need to build around Justin Fields, man. Like, give him some weapons, bro. I don't think.
I think at this point they damaged that boy enough.
Yeah.
I think it's time to let him go. Draft. You got 2 first rounders. You're gonna be.
Well, that's what he's saying. He's saying he would trade it and get more capital. So I would trade it, and I would get.
But you think they're gonna have two two. They're gonna have 2 top 10 picks.
Top 5 picks. Ain't gonna be top 10.
So
Top
I
5 picks.
would trade one of the 2.
Yeah, I'm not trading the first overall. I'll trade that whatever I go.
No, I'm not trading the first overall pick either. I'm picking first. I'm gonna go, best player. They say that's NFL ready is Caleb Williams. I'm bringing him in, and I'm shopping Justin Fields. And I would love the Jets to snatch him up and let him sit behind Aaron Rodgers. And I bet you he'd be better off.
Oh yeah.
Come on. Go.
You say pause, go to BJ's. Man, go to BJ's, man. That sounds like go to blowjobs. That's what y'all say. Shit, man.
Nah,
They're the place that's selling
BJ's
blowjobs.
is one of those. BJ's is one of those supermarkets like that you could go buy both.
I'm just saying, if somebody was having a place that was selling BJ's that you talking about, I think the line to be around the fucking corner.
Deshaun Watson would be the first in line. He'd be asking,
shit.
"You got BJ's and massages?" I mean, I'm in.
Son of a bitch, I'm in. He's gonna hit you with that Rick and Morty. Son of a bitch, I'm in. You had that massage.
Oh, you had me at mass.
Yeah, Matt. Oh, you can't say you're going to Sunday mad. That boy gonna think you talking about Sunday masseuse. Now it's time to talk about this fuck shit that's going on in New Orleans. I just want to tell people are mad that the city of New Orleans booed Derek Carr. I was in the building and I booed the fuck out of him because you know what happened? Y'all booed the fuck out of Aaron Brooks. I don't want to hear shit about booing. It's wrong to boo your team. I seen y'all. I was in the Superdome as a kid. Y'all used to boo the fuck out of people. Y'all talk about bags on y'all head. Fuck that. If you're not producing, you deserve to get booed. And then he started playing okay after that. After he got booed, he started playing okay after that. He went 11-11 and was moving the ball. And then he did the most bonehead thing ever. He got the ball knocked out of his hand, dropping back. And then all of a sudden he gets hit a little too hard. Now he hurt, has a concussion, shoulder hurt. Now he practicing and shit. Nah, man, fuck that. I'm tired of this shit. You ain't getting no sympathy from me. In the words of Major Payne, you can find my sympathy in the dictionary in between shit and syphilis. That's what my fucking sympathy lies. Bro, fuck those. Fuck that. Fuck Derek Carr, man. I'm over this shit. I got a little glimmer of hope. I said, well, damn it. We about to see what Jameis Winston does. And then now we getting the reports that this motherfucker trying to play.
My problem with your team is that whenever Jameis does get a shot to go in the game, he's playing catch up.
Yes. And by some kind of miracle, because he threw a bad pass that first pass. It got tipped and the dude caught it. I'm like, shit. But we believe that we can win the game with Jameis. Nobody believes we can win the game with Derek Carr. Like, I don't care what nobody say. You might hate it or love Jameis, but when he's in the game, you're like, well, shit, we might could pull the shit out. When Carr in the game, you're like, oh, shit, we about to kick another field goal. This shit has to stop. This Derek Carr situation needs to be over, like for the year. Let him sit down and heal out. I know we stuck with him another year, So I'm tired of talking about Derek Carr. Derek Carr makes my blood boil because I tried to give him a chance at the beginning, but I always was like, he's still Derek Carr though. I used to always say that. He's more Derek Carr now than he ever been before. He's worse than he was with the Raiders. He's gun shy.
I think it's time for your team to think about, or time for your front office to think about a new coaching staff.
Oh man, look, they have somebody is bringing fire Dennis Allen shirts to the game. The first 500 people come, they get the fire Dennis Allen shirt. I promise you, I'm trying to get that early to get me some. I'll be wearing that bitch.
I think both of them. Your offensive coordinator is shitty. I don't think he picks the right plays, and your coach is just shitty. I'm starting to think that we need to get rid of Salah too.
I'll take him. I'll take Salah over the shit we got. Only team I'm seeing trade up trying to get the first pick is New England. Yeah, but nobody gonna give the evil genius that first pick. Job jokes. I mean, I got you. We got you.
Yeah, but I don't think the Patriots have anything that the Bears would want.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? You need to get some type of, you're going to get compensation because you're going to get, if I'm giving you the first pick, I'm taking your pick from this year and then maybe a first next year, or.
I think that's what they're doing. I think if you get that first pick, you got to give up at least 2 or 3 first round picks, or you giving up like 2 first rounders and like 2 or 3 second rounders, some shit like that. It's going to have to be a ridiculous package.
Yes. And I don't know who has a lot of picks. We do. I think we do next year. But if you think about it, if we come back next year and win the Super Bowl or even get to the playoffs, we're not going to, that number 1 draft pick is going to be bullshit.
Yeah.
If we give up next year's number 1.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of teams that have a lot of. Oh, you know who does? The Texans.
Yeah, but they don't. They could get a wide receiver. If
they traded that pick away, I don't see Marvin Harrison staying, because if he could go play for the Texans, that would be dangerous.
Hell yeah.
You saw Jerry Rice. Jerry Rice's son, he's going into the draft.
His son is pretty good. He might not get picked in the first round or something. He'll get picked probably in the second or third round, unless he have a great combine. But he's a pretty good receiver. And I'm like, if the Texans get Marvin Harrison Jr., my God, Super Bowl. They're going to the Super Bowl. Even though I don't think he's the best receiver in the thing. If they get Neighbors, they might go to the Super Bowl. Because I think Neighbors from LSU is a little better than me this year. I don't know if Harrison just, put the brakes on this year because he's a top pick. But
I think what messed up USC this year is that their offensive line sucked. So you had to throw the ball downfield. They're going to score like 30 points a game, but other teams, because their defense wasn't that great, was keeping up with them.
I forgot the Falcons need a quarterback. Yeah, but the Falcons have to lose the division, because they don't lose the division, they're not going to go. So right now we got the 9th pick. So the Falcons will have to get where we are to get a chance at a QB. So the Falcons win the division. The Falcons are going to get a shitty pick, and they're going to stay with a shitty quarterback. So dilemma. Do the Falcons tank and get a shot at a good quarterback, or do they try to win a division that nobody wants to win. Looks like it. Because we're obviously the best team in the division. If you look at the teams, when you look at the rosters, you'd be like the Saints are winning about 10, 12 games this year. Don't know what the fuck is going on.
With the roster that you have, you should be up by like 3 games.
3, 4 games.
Yeah.
With this cupcake schedule.
Yep.
Bro, if we don't win this year, fire everybody. I'm cleaning the house. So
I think it's time for your team to clean house when it comes to, you got the talent. I just don't think your coaching staff is that great.
But I said this beforehand. I said, go after Eric Bieniemy. People were like, no. See, Eric Bieniemy is from New Orleans. He would be received as a hometown hero. He would get our offense where it needs to be.
No, he'll end up being the head coach in Washington after this year. He'll be the head coach in Washington, and then that's when we'll see what he's really made of. I think that's where that's gonna go. You know what I'm saying? And then what other coaches would be serviceable to bring into New Orleans?
Right.
I was gonna say go after Harbaugh from fucking Michigan. But I heard that they offered him yesterday at a $50 million extension. So I'm thinking he ain't leaving Michigan.
Nah, I told y'all that though. He ain't leaving Michigan. And
I really hope that they I really hope they would give Jameis Winston a chance to start a game.
We don't know if he's not going to start or not. That's the thing.
Yeah, we're not going to know till tomorrow.
Yeah. But I don't know how a QB gets 2 concussions in a month and pass the concussion protocol in less than a week. That's bullshit. If you don't beat the Panthers, yes. If you don't beat the Panthers, yes, the season is over. I don't have high expectations anyway. We get in the playoffs, the winner gets either Dallas or Philly. The winner of our division gets Dallas or Philly. We're not beating either one of those teams.
No.
And by hook or crook, we did. We got to face the other one probably. Or the 49ers. We're definitely not beating the 49ers in the NFC Championship. Come on,
I
man.
would say that you would have a better chance if Jameis was playing.
Okay, first, we won this one, right? We probably had to go up to San Francisco in the conference, the semis, or the wild card, and you got the divisional round. So we had to play either San Francisco or Philly in the divisional round.
Philly could be luck.
I know, by luck, if we get Philly, we beat Philly, then you got to see San Francisco in a championship. Ain't no way we going on the road twice beating both of those teams. Not with Derek Carr.
No.
You can forget about that. You can forget. Like Saints fans, you can forget about it. You can just be able to enjoy. If you win the division, you better just enjoy that one playoff game. Because, dude, we got to see Philly or fucking San Francisco. It's over. Especially if we see San Francisco, it's over. And I'm a diehard Saints fan, but I'm a realist. It's over if we play San Francisco. The only way I'll take us beating San Francisco if it's in the dome. But if you got to go to San Francisco, hell no.
I want to see something.
It's just weird how the thing is. I can look at the playoff picture now.
Shit, you guys might not even beat Guido DeVito with the Giants.
We might not. Not with him there. Not with him there. You might beat Guido DeVito with the defense. The defense will keep the game close. All our look, we were getting blown out by the Lions. The defense tightened up, and the game became close. The Lions did Lions shit. That's why I don't trust them in the playoffs, because the fucking Lions, instead of just running the ball down our throat, the Lions had, listen, the Lions, I'll put it this way, the Lions had 100 yards rushing in the first quarter. Jay. They had 100 yards in the first quarter. They stopped running the ball. If they run the ball, we don't score. It might be an embarrassing score. We could not stop the running game for nothing. But then you know what the Lions do? Lion things, throwing the ball and shit like that. And then we stopped them, and the offense started clicking, and then Carr got hurt. Like, yo, the Lions could have dominated us. And I don't like that lack of killer instinct. Like, dude, if you're running the ball, right, keep running that shit until they stop it.
You're right. Why fix what's not broken?
Look, Jay, if I'm playing you, right, and my team is getting like 9 yards to carry, I'm running that bitch until y'all start stopping me. The first 30-20, okay, I'll throw the ball now. Dude, my quarterback would have 6 fucking passing attempts in the game, the whole game. You remember when Bill Belichick did that shit against the Bills? He just ran the ball, and Mac Jones threw the ball like 7 times. It works. The Lions scare me in the playoffs because they're going to do some stupid shit. Because we should not even been in the game. I mean, we did. First of all, Derek Carr missed a wide open A.T. Perry. People want to blame Juwan Johnson, right? The dude who bobbled the ball. But you shouldn't throw it there. If you throw it to A.T. Perry walks in the end zone because nobody even looking at him. And I was in section 622. So I'm on the 600 level lower terrace. So I'm like the lower part of the top. And I can see the dude wide open. The dude ran across his face. I have no more excuses for dude. Fuck him. He's on my fuck you list. Fuck Derek Carr. He goes up with Brett Favre and them. Fuck him. He is done.
Damn, he made it to the fuck you list.
So the fuck you list. Because you got Brett Favre, you got, you know what I'm saying? You got Ted DiBiase and all them other ones there. You know, Josh Giddey made it. I mean, there's a whole bunch of them. I mean,
because if you look at your last 5 games, you could beat the Panthers because there's nothing really there.
Should
you could beat the Rams?
Yeah, that'll be a tough game, but yeah.
You should be able to beat the Falcons.
Yes, we should have beat them the first time. Yes,
and you should beat the Giants.
You should do, yes,
because they don't really got weapons like that.
Yeah, no.
And then the Buccaneers.
You should beat the Buccaneers. We went out. We win the division. That simple. That don't leave it to chance about losing a game or two. If you win out, you're going to win the division because Tampa and them going to lose. Just win. Get the L. Davis mantra. Just win, baby. Just win.
Because if you look at the Falcons, right? They're playing the Buccaneers.
Okay, that's a split. You don't know who's gonna win that one.
Then they got the Colts.
They're gonna lose that one.
And then they got you guys.
They could lose that one.
And then they got the Panthers.
They're gonna win that one.
And the Bears.
Depends on which Bear team we get. We don't know what Bear team we get. So that's why I said they have to win out. If they win out, we'll be fine.
But it shouldn't be like that. We shouldn't have to be having conversations with your division. Here we are 12 games in or 10, 11 games in, and you guys should have been at least 3 or 4 games up, and you 1 game down. We shouldn't be having this conversation right now. You guys should be sitting comfortable with the lead in your division.
Yeah, we should be.
I don't get I guess I get it because they don't they're not gonna fire people unless you're real shitty. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna fire coaches and offensive coordinators and all this other shit. Because listen, if they fire your coach, your offensive coordinator isn't any better. So him becoming the interim head coach doesn't help you guys.
I'm put it this way. This should wake up the front office. For 20 years, it'd be all same colors in the dome. You have a speckle of other team fans. Last week, the people sold their tickets and it was nothing but blue in there. The people are tired of the shit. People don't want to spend their hard-earned money to watch y'all kick fucking field goals. Bro, people are spending their hard-earned money. I'm spending my money on this shit. I'm a season ticket holder. I want to see some fucking excitement. Fuck what your coach think. You're supposed to be making me happy. And if I'm not happy, I'm going to boo the shit out of what's not making me happy. So I don't give a fuck, Tyrann Mathieu. That let me know you wasn't a Saints fan growing up like you tried to claim to, like you was, because they booed the shit out of Aaron Brooks, and Aaron Brooks won the only playoff game in Saints history at that point. They booed the shit out of him. And put it this way, they booed the shit out of Drew Brees before. When he threw picks and shit, they booed. When he came back too early, they booed. When Teddy Bridgewater was doing his thing, people get booed. Fuck Derek Carr's feeling. He's stealing the money of people from New Orleans. He's a fucking thief. Fuck him. Yes. And I'm being real. I am a season ticket holder. This shit is frustrating. Got to fight through traffic to get to the fucking thing, get to the fucking stadium. You got to go through security checkpoints and do all this shit to get there. You got to pay, but you want my payment in the beginning of April. You want my payment in the beginning of April, but you put this shit on the field. Fuck that. We can't get a refund. I'm booing. And anybody who got a problem with me booing the motherfucker, I will knock you the fuck out. Aim section 622. That's being real. Like, people come in, don't boo your team. Motherfucker, I can do what I want. If my team is not fucking performing, I'm booing the shit out of them. I booed the shit out of the Pistons on my phone the other day. I booed them. And we ain't win the game since October, dog. I booed them. Shit. If you're not happy, what you gonna do? Boo. I guarantee you Jets fans boo they fucking people when they suck. I know they boo.
Listen, last week I was booing my squad. I was switching over to your game and booing your squad. I was definitely being a hater last Sunday. Because of commercial time, I would switch over to your game, and I'd be like, damn, he's still in there.
But Anthony, you didn't do bad last week, bro. Anthony, you did better than me last week. Anthony, you went 9-4. You went 9-4. Jay went 7-6. Izzy went 9-4. Doc went 9-4. I went 8-5.
Yeah, I kind of figured I didn't do that great last week.
Yeah. I did that pick for my uncle. So it was his birthday and he was an Eagle. And I bet I did that one. I took one for the team on that one. But yeah, it's just because you picked Geno and your Jets. That's the difference between your picks. You know, you went with your heart. So if it had worked, you know, it would have worked. You'd have been great. I mean,
Yeah.
shit. You don't need to make them all crazy, bro. You were doing damn good. So I can tell you, okay, the overall, I'm 117-75. Doc is 110-82. Izzy is 120-72, so he 3 games up on me. The hater is 108-84, and Anthony is 107-81. You know, of course, he missed like 4 picks. That might hurt him in the end. Those 4 picks might hurt him in the end that he missed. That time he fell asleep and forgot to send them in. And Nasty
at the bottom of
is 60. Nasty / Pop / anybody else that want to pick for Nasty is 63-59. So, hey, if you want to pick for Nasty, just put your picks in there, and you know what? If y'all pick the same, we'll pick one. You know, if somebody want to pick for Nasty this week, they can, because he's not here. So we can get into the picks now, and then at the end, we're gonna talk about this college football thing that I predicted would happen. We're gonna talk about that last.
Yeah, that bullshit.
A lot of people crying. Well, I told you it was gonna happen. A lot of people crying. A lot of people are crying about that college football. Like I said,
Yo, when your father picked that week, he probably had better numbers than fucking Nasty did.
Yes, ever. He was 8-4.
Go ahead, Pop.
Some of his picks, man, I was like, man, what the fuck Pop's doing? And they hit.
Damn.
So we all lost this week so far. The Steelers shit the bed. Yes, the Steelers shit the bed. Nobody picked New England. So we all starting off 0-1. Okay. We're gonna start off with your Jets versus the Texans. Hook 'em, baby, the Texans. So we got the Jets versus the Texans. Doc and Izzy, y'all got until 10 o'clock Sunday morning to get y'all picks in. All right, so we're going Jets, Texans. I already know where Anthony's going. Anthony's going Texans.
This is my hater pick of the week.
Whoa, you can hate me now.
I'm going with the Texans as well.
Wow. This is the first time the hater has picked against the Jets all year. And of course, I'm going with Houston because that's my team. I've been picking lately. I just think I can't trust Zach Wilson. It's a different game with Aaron Rodgers. Zach Wilson, I can't trust him. I don't know which Zach Wilson I'm going to get. Well,
you already know which one you're going to get. The one that's been playing, that played the last motherfucking couple of weeks. Dink and dunk. He's the dink and dunk champ.
Dunk champ. Okay, we got the Ravens and the Rams. No, I'll go first. I'm going Baltimore. I just think they got a better team, and plus they're at home. So I think Baltimore wins.
Yeah, I'm going with you on that one. I'm going with Baltimore myself.
All right. Hey, Chris, since you picking, right? You need to pick one for Nasty. You need to see who gonna win out of Houston and the Jets. Since you want to put it up there. So any one that's not Anthony or the hater, I'm gonna put under Nasty. And we're gonna see if it wins. And Anthony picks, and Anthony, we're waiting on you, Anthony. Will he pick his area team or not? Okay, Chris has picked the Texans. So
I picked the Texans because I got to go with the hot hand.
yeah, they hot.
They hot.
So Anthony, who you got? Baltimore, the Rams. Don't fall asleep. That's why I did it right now. Come back to you. Baltimore Rams. All right. We got the Saints versus the Panthers. Listen, I'm going to say it. I'm going to go with the Saints because we have to win this game. I'm Saints Panthers. We have to win this game. And I think we win this game. And if we don't win this game, heads are going to roll. So I'm going Saints just out of necessity. And hell, we got to win sometime. Who you going with?
I said last week I would never pick them again, but the Panthers are kind of shitty, so I am also going with the Saints and hoping.
Whoa.
I'm
we got a Panther.
Anthony picked the Panthers?
Yeah. And Chris picked the Saints.
I want to know what Anthony
that's not nasty.
smoking.
You know that's not a nasty. It's nasty would pick the Panthers just because. This is bringing me joy that I put New Orleans by his name. But Anthony has picked Carolina. That's shocking. But it's not shocking if Derek Carr is the QB. If he's not the QB, then it's very damn shocking. So we're good. So, man, we put this last one for Chris. Anthony told us to go back to him. He's still thinking on the Baltimore Rams game. So, okay, we're going to go back to you later. So, you think about it. I'm going to ask you again at the end of the picks. Which one you going with? Okay. Colts versus Bengals. This is hard right here. This is a hard matchup because the Bengals showed me something. But the Colts are hot too. So, which one y'all going, man?
I'm going to go with the Colts.
And I'm going to put it this way. I'm with you. I just think they used all their magic up on Monday night. I think the Colts are ready to play. And the Colts gave me my victory last week and the week before. So I'm going to keep going with the Colts. All right. All right, for Anthony and Chris. Colts, Bengals. We'll come back to it. Colts and the Bengals. All right. All right. Falcons, Buccaneers.
I'm going to go with...
Hold on. Anthony said the Rams and Cincy. So he going, oh, okay. I thought he would pick the Ravens, but he picked the Rams and Cincy. He going with 2 upsets. He said his picks will be crazy. All right. Okay. Now we back. Buccaneers, Falcons.
You already know that I ain't going with what's-his-face. So
Baker
I'm not a Baker fan at all. Even though he played for my favorite college team. But I'm going with the Falcons on this one.
Me? Fuck Atlanta. 1. 2, I just think the Buccaneers got a better team. So I'm going to go Baker and the candlestick maker that Tampa Bay beats Atlanta. But fuck them.
Well, you need them to lose.
Yeah, I do. But
you know what I'm saying? You need them to lose because this way, if your team loses, you're still in the area. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's still 4. If we win, Atlanta lose and Tampa win, it'll be a 3-way tie. I think it's like a 3-way tie. because us and Tampa are tied. And if they beat Atlanta, and we win, it's a three-way tie with us being in third because we lost to both Atlanta and Tampa. So, but at least we'll be in a three-way tie. And Chris, who you got, man? I think Chris stopped it. So we'll go back to it. But yeah, we got it. Next one. The Jaguars and the Browns. I'll go first. I think Jacksonville. Well, no. Can't say Jacksonville. I forgot. Trevor Lawrence is hurt. Just for that, because I had it written down. I forgot Trevor Lawrence is hurt. So I'm changing my pick. I'm going Browns. Because Trevor Lawrence is hurt. So I think the Browns win this one because they're going to run the ball. Who you got, Hater?
I am also going to go with the Browns. I don't think the what do you call it? I don't think that what do you call
the Jags?
I think the Browns would be better off winning.
Yeah. Other thing, I can't believe in CJ Beathard. So I believe that the defense of the Browns is better, and the running backs, they can run the ball. And Joe Flacco can manage a game still. So I mean, they can run the ball better, and they got a better defense. So I'll go Cleveland.
And if Flacco did so good being on his ass for the first half of the season, he's got a week of practice on 2 weeks of practice underneath his belt. I think that they're going to be just more solid.
Okay. We have the Lions and the Bears.
You know, I'm going with the Lions.
Yeah, he's a game time. I don't think T-Law gonna play. All right, you going Lions? I'm going Lions as well. I think the Bears are just trying to tank to get picks. So I'm going Lions. Lions beating the Bears. And I think, we can move along. I don't think Anthony's going to pick the Bears, but he said his picks are going to be crazy, so I don't want to jump to conclusions. So, Anthony, who you got, Lions or Bears? All right. We're going to go to the next game until Anthony comes back. All right. Seahawks, 49ers. So, do you go Geno? Or do you go?
If you 49ers? Remember, they played 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago. And I went with the 49ers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry to say that. No, I think I went with G. No, that was one of my hater picks. And it's going to continue to be a hater pick. As much as I believe in Geno, the 49ers, when they're healthy, they're just too dangerous. So I'm going with the Niners.
Yeah, and I said this. I said they're the best team in football when healthy. The only thing that can stop the 49ers is injuries.
Themselves.
Yeah. I believe in the Geno, but not this weekend, 49ers. Yeah, I don't think, and I hate to say this because I know a couple 49ers fans. That's a fucking buzzsaw. What they did Philly was ridiculous.
Yes.
They just put the league on notice. So I want people to know they put the league on notice, and the 49ers want all the smoke. Like real talk.
When they are healthy, when Debo's playing, McCaffrey's playing, they're just more solid of a team.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Kittle's going to get his. I don't think right now. Right now, I think they're the best team in the NFL.
Mm-hmm. Then we got the Vikings and the Raiders.
I'm going with the Vikings. They got their main weapon back this week. So, and they already have some halfway decent receivers as it is. So, Justin Jefferson coming back is definitely a big thing.
It could be Thomas Jefferson, Maurice Jefferson. Ooh, that's my real name. It could be it could be George Jefferson. It could be moving on up. It could go be the fucking Raiders by 10. Fucking I said it. It could be all the Jeffersons you want. You can get the Jefferson clan down here. You can get all my cousins and all them down here. It don't fucking matter. Raiders by 10.
He said George Jefferson.
Whoever. You're gonna be Raiders by 10. I don't know, that Raiders team just look like Antonio Pierce need to be the coach and he need to make him long-term solution. So who you got, Anthony, Minnesota or the Raiders? Moving to the next game. Broncos, Chargers. See, this is a difficult game. You never know what fucking Broncos team. The game you missed was the Raiders and the Vikings. I just need to know Raiders, Vikings. All right. You're good. Okay, he picked the Vikings. All right, so now we on the Chargers, Broncos. So which one you going with?
They're really a hard game to pick because, like you said, you don't know what Broncos team is going to play.
You don't know what Chargers team going to play. I guess I'll go. I'll go Chargers just because they got a slightly more explosive offense. So, and they're at home, I guess. So I'll go Chargers. Go Chargers, go.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with you on that one. I'm gonna go also with the Chargers.
And Anthony picks Denver. I can't even get mad at it because it's like a pick'em game.
Yeah,
it's a game that I would not.
That's a pick'em game.
It's a game that I would never bet on because you might think you have all the answers, and they change the test.
Yep.
Okay, Bills versus Chiefs in the Arrowhead. Mahomes been letting me down lately. My homeboy been letting me down. You know, I always say you can't go against Mahomes, but I'm going against him this week. I give it to Buffalo. Josh Allen ain't much better, but the receivers in Kansas City can't catch worth a damn. So, you know what? I'm going against my own rule, but fuck it. I need a win. And until those receivers prove they can catch, I'm not picking Kansas City again. Those receivers cannot catch. Unless Mahomes going to play receiver for him. The only one can catch is Travis Kelce. Fuck him and Taylor Swift. It is. They're going Buffalo.
I am also going with the Buffalo Bills. It's going to be cold in Buffalo.
Well,
And if they can't catch in warm weather, they ain't going to be able to catch in cold weather.
They're playing in Kansas City, which is just as cold. But even them at home, I think Buffalo comes with the win. So, Anthony, who you got? Chiefs or the Bills? All right, next game. Eagles, Cowboys, Sunday Night Football.
I am going with. I am going to go with Wagdak and the Cowboys to win that game.
Okay, going. How about them Cowboys? Y'all both going Cowboys. I think y'all being prisoners of the moment. The Cowboys are not the 49ers. I have seen what Geno Smith did that Cowboys defense. And, I'll be damned if the Eagles don't have the same amount of weapons as Geno. Eagles win. Fly, Eagles, fly. The Eagles are going to embarrass them people. They're going to want their lick back. And they're going to take it out on Dallas. Dallas is everybody's favorite whipping boy. They're going to get whipped again. And whipped royally, they shall get whipped. Dallas loses. I'm going Philly. So. And neither that defense when they got some receivers out there. And Cowboys defense ain't the same either. When they play a bunch of bums, they look like the all-time great defense. When they play somebody else, they suck. So I don't even know why this is a Monday night game, but there's 2 Monday night games. I don't know why they both on. But they got the Packers and the Giants. What weapons versus the Cheeseheads? So where are we going? Packers, Giants.
I am going to go with the Green Bay Packers. I'm not believing in chicken cutlet DeVito.
Hey, look, I'm going with you with the Packers, you and Anthony. I just think the Packers starting to find their rhythm. They looking pretty damn good. They beat Mahomes last week. So the Packers going to win this week. I don't know what Danny DeVito, Tommy DeVito, my cousin Vinny DeVito. I don't know how many DeVitos they got. I don't think it's going to work. I'm just saying the Cowboys shrink in big games until they got to show me. Because I remember I picked them in a big game this year and they got blitzed out the building. The next one is Tennessee versus Miami. You know where I'm going. Miami. Because fuck Tennessee, that's why.
Yeah, Tennessee don't got shit. I'm also going with the fish.
Okay. And all right, and the Thursday night game. I just put Miami for you, bro. I know you ain't picking Tennessee. I'll be damned if you pick Tennessee. All right. Yep, I already put it. I was gonna let you do that to yourself. And for week 15, Thursday night game, Chargers, Raiders. Who you going with?
Honestly, this is another toss-up game. But I am going to go with the Chargers on Thursday night.
You know me? I like to gamble. Like it. And we're the best gambling place on earth. Vegas. Let's go. I got Vegas beating the Chargers. Because like I said, I never know what Chargers I'm going to get. The Raiders have a sneaky good defense. And a good running back. And I think they believe under Adam. I mean your boy Pierce, not Adam Pierce, but Pierce. So I'm about to say Adam Pierce, but Pierce. They believe in Pierce, so they believe in their team. So I'll go Raiders. Okay, Andy, who you got? Raiders or Chargers? And that wraps up our pick for the week. All right, and Eric, you have 2 days. Well, not even 2 days, a day to give us that pick. Or y'all go back. Y'all go back. I think it's like 16 games this week. Yeah, I hate for y'all to be down 16 games.
I wouldn't.
I know I wouldn't, because that make me the new leader. Buy myself a trophy. My boy going Chargers. Here's the toss up. So y'all got it until then. So let's talk about this college football playoff. When Michigan is number 1, Washington is number 2, Texas is number 3, and Alabama is number 4. And if y'all watched the show last week, I called this scenario of Alabama 1. I said Alabama jumping Florida State. The question was, is Texas jumping too? And both of them jumping. I thought they were going to keep Georgia and keep out Texas. But I knew Alabama was getting in.
I honestly thought that Georgia was going to drop to 4. Alabama was going to come in at 3. And then Washington and Michigan.
Yeah. And I'm like this. If I'm Michigan, I'm pissed.
You know why I would be pissed if I was Michigan? Because Alabama could beat them.
Alabama can stop the run. But Michigan has a dominant offensive line, which give Alabama fits. Because Alabama don't have dogs in the middle like they used to. So if I'm Michigan, I had the easiest road to the finals. Now you got the hardest game.
Yeah.
Texas might have won. Texas might have got their way to the finals because Texas can play defense. Washington can't.
But Washington puts up numbers.
Yeah, but all Texas got to do is stop them once. Washington can't stop a nosebleed. Texas might have the easiest matchup as the 3rd seed. Because Alabama is Alabama. It's the Alabama invitation.
Yeah. I didn't think that both of them were going to jump up. My thing is that even though I understand why because Florida State's going to be going basically with their 3rd string quarterback, but they won out undefeated. They should have been in the top 4.
Yeah, they'll have stayed at 3 for the 12-team playoff, but I get it. Y'all got to realize part of the rules is if a major player gets hurt before the playoffs, they can kick you off the playoffs for that. Because they don't want what they had last year with TCU. Remember when TCU beat Michigan and then they went on to Georgia and got destroyed? You don't get no money with that. You don't get no money with Florida State in there. Because Florida State going to get their ass whooped by Michigan.
I feel that Georgia, even though Georgia lost to Alabama, if they were at 4, they would have been playing
Georgia and Alabama.
They would have been playing Michigan first. And I'd rather have saw Michigan versus Georgia than Michigan versus Alabama. Like I don't. Like I tried to explain to my friend, she just doesn't get it. I was like, Alabama is a team that's always in the top 5, at least.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
Michigan is bad. I am pissed.
Michigan definitely does not have it easy.
No, they got it the hardest.
Yeah.
You got to beat Nick Saban in the playoffs. That rarely happens.
I just didn't, like I said, I thought, you know what I'm saying, being number one, you lost. Usually you move down 2 or 3 spaces. That would have put
It was,
Georgia at 4.
yeah. Texas shouldn't have been in there. Or Alabama shouldn't have been in there. Should have been Texas and Georgia. That's the fairest one.
And my shit also, you know what I'm saying, who was the one loss for Alabama this year?
Texas.
Texas beat Alabama. So
And
honestly,
Oklahoma beat
Alabama
that.
shouldn't be in there.
No, that's what I say. It should be Georgia and Texas.
Yes. So they really
But,
fucked over Georgia too.
yeah, they fucked over Georgia more than Florida State because Florida State didn't beat nobody really. And then they struggled in their championship game without their QB. Florida State. Can you say Georgia is better than Florida State?
Yes,
Would Georgia beat Florida State?
I think so.
Is Texas better than Florida State? Would Texas beat Florida State?
Honestly, Texas is strong. I honestly
Yeah,
think Texas would beat Florida State too.
they beat Alabama. Did they beat them? They spanked Alabama. Yes. Alabama's a better team than Florida State. Yes. So it's not about Florida State. I'm more mad that Georgia got knocked out because you're the defending champion. You won 29 straight games. And then you lost.
I think they were afraid. I think the championship committee was afraid that they would repeat.
Three-peat. They were three-peat.
Oh yeah,
They had a
three-peat.
repeat. They were three-peat.
But like they say, it's all
Next
about
year,
money.
I can't
It's
wait till
all
next
about
year.
money.
12 teams next year. You can't run. You
12
can't
teams
hide
next
next
year.
year. Yep. You can't run. You can't hide. No more committees. It's just the best 12. Bring your best 12. Here you go, Florida State. If you think you're so great, you think you should belong in there, schedule Texas, Georgia, and Alabama all next year. And if you can beat them, we'll say we're wrong. If you start off 0-3, then we're right. Because nobody wanted to see a backup QB. If they had Travis in the game, then yeah. Now you get there, you play Michigan, and Michigan beat the hell out of you. People have been getting snubbed from the beginning of the time. I remember undefeated Tulane in 1999 with Sean King. They were the only undefeated team. And they lost. And they got kicked. And they couldn't they made the Liberty Bowl, bro.
There's word that Florida State might boycott the Orange Bowl.
And then boycott it. Fine. They'll find another team to fill in. They'll call Dion to come play in the Orange Bowl.
No, they won't.
I know. I'm just saying. I would. I said, well, come on, Dion.
Nah, I don't think his team's ready.
No, it wouldn't. But still, come on, fuck it. Get a team to come in for him. Yes, Ohio State is better than Florida State. That's another one. Ohio State is better than Florida State. So I'm not mad that Florida State got jumped over. They look the weakest out of everybody. They look pretty fucking weak. So I think Florida State is playing Georgia in that bowl game. And let's see if they could beat. I won't boycott it. Let's see if you can beat Georgia. And if Georgia kills them, then the committee is right.
That's who Florida State is playing?
I think in the Orange Bowl, right? And you're playing at home.
Let me see.
And they're playing at home. Yeah. They're playing Florida State versus number 6 Georgia. I don't agree that Georgia should have dropped them 1-6 because they lost to Alabama in the championship game. That's ridiculous.
Yep.
They play in the Orange Bowl.
I agree with you.
Yeah, they play in the Orange Bowl on the 30th. So here you go, Florida State. Show that you belong. If you beat Georgia, then you show that you belong and you got screwed. But if you get blown out, the committee was right. Florida State. You know I'm a Miami fan, so I was laughing at the shit. So I'm like, you think you're gonna leave out Alabama and Texas for y'all? See, the thing is, the Pac-12 threw the monkey wrench in there. The Pac-12 was too good. The Pac-12 had good teams. So you had to put a Pac-12 team in there. You get what I'm saying? You had to do that. You had to put a Pac-12 team in there. So, of course, Michigan was going to do it because they're a Big Ten team. Of course, you're going to put in, you got to put an SEC team in because it's the best conference in football. So, that's what it is. You have to do that. You have to put them in. You have to put them in. You don't put them in. It's not a true playoff. So that's what I would say. I'm okay with the decision to take out Florida State, but I'm more mad that Georgia didn't get a chance. I think Georgia is better than Alabama. I think they just lost. And I think Georgia is better than Texas. I think Georgia should have got a shot. Now, if you didn't want Alabama in there, you could let Georgia be forward.
They held the shit to the last week of the season.
Yes. It was number 1, wire to wire to the championship game.
Yeah, that's where I have to agree with you. They were number 1 from preseason.
Yeah.
Held the shit to the last game of the season, then dropped the 6.
That's ridiculous. Think about it. They had a 29-game win streak. Think about it. You pay what? Maybe 12 to 14 games a year? It's like over 3 seasons almost. Without a loss. We talking about without a loss.
Yep.
They almost beat Miami record. I think Miami was 33-0. They was close enough to get to Miami record that everybody thought that record was unbeatable. Georgia almost did it. You don't drop them to 6. Alabama don't go up that high. I'm sorry. Well, I knew they were going to do it because it's Nick Saban. And who knows, Nick Saban might be retiring this year. And they won't give Nick Saban one last hurrah in the college playoff.
That's funny that you say that. I think I saw something that I think he was talking about after this year. He was gonna retire.
So that's the case. I'm like, so if that's the case, yo.
I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? I get it, but I don't get it.
You gotta give him one last hurrah.
But Texas and Alabama were like 8 and 9. I get it. They won their championship game. And I think that's what that's all about, that they won their division or whatever. And you move them up. but I've seen people lose and only drop 2 spots.
Right. And I've never seen someone drop 6, 7 spots unless they lost to a horrible team. They lost to Alabama, who you putting in the playoffs. So they lost to a good team, and you drop them 4 spots, like no more than 4 spots. You drop them, they 8. So you drop them 7 spots. That's ridiculous.
Yeah. But you're supposed to. You want the playoffs to be exciting, so you're saying that Texas and Georgia, I mean Texas and Florida, I mean Texas and Alabama better than Georgia, and I don't see that.
And I just think Alabama got lucky and won, but I just think they play again. Georgia would win 9 out of 10 times, and that's the only one time that Alabama would beat that Georgia team. So
But also, like you said, now if Florida State wants to say something, they need to go out and beat Georgia.
yeah, and then you could do like UCF did. We're the national champions. Remember when UCF happened to them, they got kicked out. We're the national champions. Throw yourself a parade because you beat the champs from last year. But I'm like this Georgia. Georgia should be pissed the most because I'm like, I won 29 straight games. I won 2 national titles in 3 years, and you don't give me a shot to make it there because I
To
lost the
defend the
last week
title.
of the season.
They should have given them a shot to defend the title.
Nobody would have been mad if you dropped Georgia to 4.
No.
If you want to bring Texas up, still bring Texas up because they beat Alabama, who beat Georgia. Then you bring Texas to 3. You know, Alabama outside looking in. You play Alabama.
I put well, who do you call I put Alabama at 5.
Yeah. Well, if you want to, put Florida State at 5, Alabama at 6. Let them play in the Orange Bowl. It's still an Orange Bowl for Florida State. Then if you beat Florida, then you beat Alabama, then you got a gripe.
Well, they're
But if you
gonna. I
boycott,
think. Well, if they were to beat Georgia, there's gonna be a gripe.
it could be a split national champion because you know you got the AP poll, and then you got the coaches thing. You know they had split national champions. You still got split national champions. The AP could say, you know what, Florida State is the national champions. It has happened before.
Yeah, I don't think they're beating Georgia though.
Yeah.
No, I honestly believe that the national champion this year it's going to end up being Alabama. Because I honestly think that Alabama can beat Michigan.
Yeah. But the only team that can beat Alabama, I think, is Michigan. I think if they play Texas again, they got something for Texas ass.
Oh yeah.
Nick Saban don't like to lose to the same team twice.
Nah, I have to agree with you on that.
The best team to beat Alabama right now is Michigan because they can control the clock. They got a good offensive line and they got a solid defense and a solid QB. So if you wanted to do it that way, I think Michigan. Because if you have a Michigan-Texas matchup, that'll be ridiculous. That'll be something new. But Alabama-Texas, good Lord. The South running it again. But if Michigan can make it, you're bringing a whole nother market in. The worst would be Michigan and Washington, though. I think Nobody wants to see that for the championship besides people in Michigan and Washington. But Michigan and Texas, or Alabama, Texas has to be in there. Put it that way. Nobody wants to see that.
I just have that feeling that Alabama is going to beat Michigan. I just have that feeling. And I know like a lot of people don't see it like that because Michigan played so tough this year and they're still undefeated. But you know what I'm saying? If you look at the you look at their schedule, what major ranked teams did Michigan beat this year?
All right, let's look. Let's see. Okay. Let's go down. They did beat Ohio State. That's one. I'm just saying they did beat Ohio State. Okay, they played Carolina. They played UNLV, Bowling Green, Rutgers, Nebraska, Indiana, State, Purdue. They beat Penn State. They beat Ohio State. They beat Iowa. So from what I can see, the Big Ten is really
all right.
1, 2. They beat 3 top teams. Ranked teams. Everybody else wasn't ranked. Now, Michigan, to prove that you're legitimate, y'all can't drop another playoff game. You cannot drop another playoff game because then now people are just going to call y'all frauds. And then next year, you're not going to get a favorable seed next year, no matter how good you do. Because Michigan, y'all lost to TCU last year.
Spanked.
Got spanked. But if you play Alabama, run the ball.
Yeah, but if you look at Texas, right?
Mm-hmm.
They only beat 2 ranked teams.
Alabama.
No, not even. They beat Alabama by 10.
Yeah. Wait, they lost to Washington. No, that was last year. I'm sorry. They beat Alabama.
They lost to Oklahoma 34-30.
They lost to Oklahoma. That's a rivalry game.
That's the Red River Classic.
Mm-hmm. They don't want to call it the shootout no more. They beat Oklahoma State, and they only beat 2 people. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. They only beat 2 ranked teams.
The thing is, they beat the team that beat the team. Like a lineal thing. They got in as the lineal, like the lineal champ. They beat the man who beat the man. That's what they do in boxing, You beat the man who beat the man, you're the lineal champion. So you didn't beat the man, but you beat the man who beat the man. Makes you the lineal champion. So that's what basically Texas did. Texas beat Alabama, who beat Georgia. And Georgia gets shafted.
Yeah.
Now look at Florida State. Let's look at Florida State. Let's see how many ranked teams did Florida State beat. All right. We're going to go to it. They beat LSU. That's 1. And they beat 2. They beat Louisville. A 13-ranked LSU and a 16-ranked Louisville. Texas beat the 4th-ranked Alabama Crimson Tide. That will put Texas over them. I'll just look at Georgia because, I want people to know this. Georgia has beaten let's see. Georgia hasn't played anybody. Shit.
I think they had the easiest schedule.
Georgia beat Missouri, who's 9th ranked. They beat Mississippi. They killed Ole Miss, who's 11th ranked. They killed them. They beat Tennessee, who was number 25, and they lost to Alabama. So they beat more people than Florida State. So why is Georgia not talked about being kicked out more than Florida State? And Florida State didn't beat anybody.
And I'm here looking. You got hold up. Let me see. Washington beat
Pac-10 was more than
1, 2,
yeah, it was murderous row, man.
3.
They beat Oregon twice, I think. They beat Oregon twice.
Yeah. They beat Oregon 37-34 on the 12th of November and then beat them again
October 14th. 36-33.
Oh, no, that was last year. Hold up. They beat them on December 1st, 34-31.
Oh, yeah.
And they beat them on the 14th, 33-36.
Yeah, that's what I just said. Yeah, they just beat them in October. Okay. Think about this. Washington is the one that belongs to the most. Okay, think about it. Washington beat Arizona, Oregon twice. They beat USC, who was ranked at one time. They beat Utah, who was ranked at one time.
Yep.
Washington State was ranked at one time. They beat Oregon State, who's ranked. The most battle-tested one is the one that nobody's talking about. Washington. Washington, the one that belongs to the most. If you beat Oregon twice and you beat all these ranked people, remember at one time the Pac-12 had like 6 or 7 teams ranked in the top 15.
Yeah.
That was actually the toughest division in football, not the SEC this year. It's just that they don't play defense in the Pac-12. If they play defense in the Pac-12, man, look out. So for all my Florida State fans who are mad, bro, y'all didn't beat anybody. Who did you beat?
Yeah, your strength of schedule wasn't that great.
My thing is like y'all have the same wins as Texas, like with 2 ranked teams y'all beat, but it's who Texas beat.
Texas really didn't beat anybody.
I know, but they beat one of the teams that looked at as unbeatable. You get what I'm saying? They beat Alabama. So if you look at the 2 major victories they both have, the Alabama victory carries clout because he beat Nick Saban. I know they won by 10, but if you watch that game, Texas manhandled Alabama. Man, so all my people in college football, just realize this is the last year. The last year for
this
for this
bullshit championship
14
shit.
this bullshit 14 shit. It will be 12 teams next year. No excuse. Best 12 in. Yeah, it's 12 next year. Starts next year.
Oh, I thought it was going to be 8.
Nah, it's gonna be 12. So best 12 in, survive and advance.
They're going to have to start the playoffs earlier then.
Yeah, these little earlier bowls, man. You don't need all these damn bowls. That's what's gonna happen. Like all these little December 27th bowls and stuff like that. Get them prepared for the next week. Use one of these GoDaddy.com bowls or whatever bowls they got out here. Just make sure they're a week apart so they have time to rest. You have fewer rest time. But think about it. By the time the playoff starts, that's what? Like 3-4 weeks from now? You got to play all running through this. Like while we got these other bowls that we don't care about, we can watch the playoff games. And then you get a week off.
If you think about it, a lot of these guys got off the next month.
Yeah. Then what? You'll go to 6? However you think about it, you go to 6, I guess.
6.
You had that 8 or whatever it is. I think 2 would have to have bye weeks.
12. That's 6. That's 6 games.
Yeah.
So then you go from 12 to 6.
6 to 3.
6 to 3. That's a weird number though.
I think somebody getting a bye. That's what I'm thinking. The top 2 probably get a bye. It has to be. They say it's 12 teams. So it'll work itself out and we'll be happy. But man, we're gonna go to we got some more pictures from the LFL. So we're gonna look at that before we go. Man, Doc and them.
That shit ain't over.
I'm just mad I couldn't get the other camera angle. I wanted the other angle. Cut the camera too. Cut the camera too, damn it. Cut the camera too.
Brother, how can I be down? How can I get to the yams?
I'm like, I'm leaving here with something. You know what I mean? I'm from around the way. I'm leaving with something.
Lord have mercy. And after that, it's over. You wake up and you don't even know what you done. Just a pool of sweat around your ankles and a deep sense of satisfaction. Give me a minute, Robert.
You look like you need to take 5.
Here we go.
Daddy long stroke. You can't cook it. Daddy long stroke. You can't toke it. Daddy long stroke. 8 digits. Come on.
All right, here we go. And
oh wow,
that's number 7.
God dang.
Keep sending me this shit. I don't know what's going on. Somebody hating.
Damn, look at her eyes.
Bro, like they be running over people in this league, bro. She look like fucking Derrick Henry running over these people. A nice little stretch. And here we go. Just free for own tackling.
Damn, number 9, her fucking shit got swallowed.
I'm just saying, sir. These people, this is support the LFL.
I can't wait till the season starts. I'm gonna try to find it on nefarious means.
It got to be somewhere, man. I think it's on YouTube. I think they do the games on YouTube, but hey, people keep sending it to me. I'm gonna keep. I'm gonna keep it.
Hell yeah.
So, hey, thank y'all for the submissions, but people are loving the LFL now, man. Look, we're bringing it back to the forefront. Man,
I'm
that's some athletic ability. So, like, they're not running with any pads on their legs, man. That shit gotta be. Shit, that's like playing concrete football, man.
playing schoolyard ball.
Yeah, schoolyard ball.
Yeah,
playing
that's
on
what
concrete.
we used to play that shit every fall. If when I wasn't playing, even if I was playing, because our games were Saturdays, we'd have games on Sundays. No pads, just out there throwing, playing a game against. We always used to play the older crowd.
Man. But we're going to shout outs, man. Man, good show. Eric is, Eric, the pull to Eric. But we still made it through.
He partying right now. He having fun.
Yeah, we having fun at the party. That's what
All
I'm
right.
talking about, Eric. And do your thing.
I'd like to shout out you and the commission in a whole.
Appreciate it, brother.
Yesterday was a good show too.
That shit was funny.
Always shout out Lala and Lala's Empire on all social medias. Shout out hoping he gets back home in one piece. I know he was freezing his ass because listen, it's 33 right now here. I'll take whatever you got. It's 33.
It's actually hot right now down here. It's gonna be cold over the weekend, so I know it's gonna be cold by y'all.
Oh, we're supposed to get a cold shit coming in I think on Sunday. There's a chance of sleet and snow.
It's gonna be cold. We're gonna get to the 3rd. It's gonna rain really badly down here on Saturday night. So shit, I'm praying I get in from work by then. Yeah.
Also, quick shout out to everybody that contributed tonight. Anthony, who was it? Chris, right?
Chris, Miss Bitch,
and Miss Bitch that showed up.
Eric.
Eric didn't even. He could have showed up. He could have ran to the bathroom really quick and threw a little comment. But we understand, Eric. We understand.
He did. He was Miss Bitch. And we found out Quan Chi is you.
Probably. If not, it was his son.
Yeah.
Get on while you're in school. Just say some shit really quick and then leave. Well, he wouldn't say shit. He would say some stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for everybody that showed up. Next week will be a better show. And we'll know by next week if the Lakers pulled it off and made that $500,000 a piece.
Yeah, we'll know. I hope Indy wins it. I hope they do.
Me too. I'm going with Indy as well.
Yeah, shout out to Eddie Murphy. New movie was funny as hell. I think he did a Christmas movie. Yeah, so I'm gonna check that out. Man, shout out to you, man. You know, Jay, for coming on and helping me do the show because it'll probably suck to do it by myself. Uh, man, shout out to Anthony, Chris, Miss Bitch, everybody else who commented. We appreciate it. We just wish more of y'all comment because I've seen a lot of y'all watching and not commenting. So please just comment. Say hey, say anything. We don't care. As long as it's not racial, I don't care. So, hey, just say hey, I like your hat, or I like your glasses, or whatever. I like the dogs walking in the background, whatever, man. We don't care, man. Don't be scared, man. Speak. And just always shout out Lala, man, because she be on here doing her thing. And I hope you know everything's okay with your pops, and you have a safe trip back from from Pittsburgh. So, man, we'll see you next week when we have Johnny Knockout be on the show with us next week. So
He was
that's
supposed to be on this week, right?
Yeah, but something happened, so Johnny Knockout coming with next week. Man, I just saw something on Facebook about Willis McGahee talking about he thought about suicide multiple times. Man, get help. It's stressful out here, man. Life is stressful, and things come up that hell you might not even have no part in, but it just comes on your plate, man. So you just gotta keep rolling with the punches, man. And if you feel sad or angry, man, you can use this platform to get your sad and anger out, man. I'd rather you get it out with us, cause hell, we all go through it, man. Hell, we human, we understand, man. So if you need someone and during this holiday time to just talk to, man, we here. Man, y'all come here and y'all can talk it out, and hopefully leave with a smile on your face and you don't care about what's bothering you, man, because life is precious, man. And like mental health is real, especially men's mental health, man. Like I really want to push that because a lot of men don't have many outlets to go. You hold all that shit in and it get to the best of you. So, man, for that, trust me, shit happens to me sometimes, man. So I just want all the men, man, to know, man, hey, y'all got a safe space here, man. Even if you want to let it out, talk about what's bothering you, hey, we'll cut away from what we doing to talk. Man, hey, this is like a family. I do it for like a family. I run it like a family. That's why I'm probably not as big as it could be because I run it like family. I'm not trying to fuck nobody over. I'm not trying to, sell our soul who we are. We all built on family, man. And anybody that needs like help, like talking it out, something might have a bad day. I'd rather you tell me what's going on or, vent through sports to get it out than to you to do something to yourself that, can't take back. So like mental health is very, very important. It shouldn't be a month. Men's mental health need to be checked out throughout the year because, it's a lot of us not making it because life is making us succumb to it, man. So please, I know Eric would say something like that, man. Hey, that's my Eric shout out. But men's mental health, man, men really need safe spaces, and I try to create one here. And not just men safe spaces. Women, y'all can come in and talk too, but y'all good at talking. Men usually hold shit in. So, bro, if y'all need somebody to lean on and hear you out, or just make you have a good day when you had a bad day, man, we here for that. So, I just want to let everybody know that, man.
It looks like college football gave out their awards.
Yeah, fired Eric. Fired Eric. I hate to show your wall too white. I'll make sure to get some black walls later. Or I'm just gonna put up a black background behind me, so
you could just get a Saints flag and hang it behind you.
I'm just gonna get a green screen and put whatever you want it to be behind me.
Oh, I want one of those IFL girls.
Yeah, behind you. Be like just leaning back. Yeah, man. But we'll be back Thursday, like I said, with Johnny Knockout. He's a pro wrestler. Wrestled Braun Strowman. He has brought him to the show. So hey, come on back and watch this interview. Also, we'll be back Friday with with all the happenings that's going on. We'll like to talk about the winner of the in-season tournament. We're gonna do our picks again. We're gonna talk about the week, the NFL week that just passed. Probably me cursing Derek Carr out again because I just found out he's starting. So hey, fucked up my pick. So man, come back, join us. Bring a friend, tell a friend to tell a friend who can tell another friend and make us grow. So and don't be a stranger. This is your host, Mo Young. You got my boy Jay here, the Diabolical Hater, and we will see y'all next week. Peace. We out, man. Enjoy y'all weekend.
Fuck Brett Favre. Fuck the DiBiase's. Fuck them all.
Fuck Derek Carr. Sorry to come back and say fuck Derek Carr. Fuck Derek Carr. Like, I know we say that on, but fuck Derek Carr. I mean that from my soul. Fuck Derek Carr.
Yep.
And if me see me keep looking over my shoulder, I gotta watch my back. Oh, she egged me. Oh, shit all over my rip out with the jersey. Go get me a towel. Y'all didn't know. Y'all.
You fucking owners have handled Judge, Gentleman, retired? Come on! He should have been fired before the fucking season! Joe Judge, quarterback sneak on not one, but 2 times from the fucking 5-yard line!
And we're talking echelon, it's going to be Yankees first, Giants second, Jets third, Mets last.
No!
Wait a minute. It's Yankees first. It's Yankees first.
Okay.
Giants second.
Okay.
Knicks third.
No!
Jets fourth. Mets fifth. Oh, wait a minute. The Nets spit their mouth when they found out he was leaving. Maybe it was girl number 25 that didn't mind doing it.
I'll just put it this way. It's way bigger than Nino Brown, a.k.a. Deshaun Watson. This is way bigger than him.
Yeah, that's exactly what this is.
That's why he got off, because it's bigger than him and there's bigger people implicated in this.
I think it's going to come to maybe 5 years down the line, and then Cleveland going to crumble.